Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Bulls on Tap. It's been a while since I've gotten to say that. I usually say Sox on Tap these days. They're your first place Chicago White Sox, by the way. But welcome to Bulls on Tap. I'm your boy Buzz, and I'm joined by my dude Goose, a.k.a. Bull Scripted. And we are here to talk about off-season fun shit, because it's the Bulls offseason. It might not be the NBA offseason, but it's the Bulls offseason. We're going to talk about some fun shit. But before we do, be sure you're going on tapsportsnet.com for all your Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. Following us on Twitter at BullsOnTap, at OnTapSportsNet. Following Goose at Bull Scripted, me at BuzzOnTap. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, you can listen to us. 5-star rating and review, because that's cool and tough. Goose, it's been almost a month. The last time we recorded was May 20th. It is June 16th today. And, you know, a big reason we did this is because we will be live, just like we were last year, with people on Twitter or wherever they follow us on Facebook, whatever, doing a live draft party. So that's we wanted to come and tell people that. So that'll be next Tuesday starting at 7. But how are you doing, my man?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired. Worked the morning shift today. You know, some stoners wake up early and like to come buy their product nice and early. So it's kind of a busy day. Had some fun inspections, so I'm a little tired. But other than that, life's good. Bulls basketball is not really that great, but we'll hopefully get there. Zach LaVine and Lonzo on Twitter was fun, though. That was probably the highlight of my last month. That's how boring my life has been. But good. Other than that, it's been good.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I mean, it's been basically for me since I've been gone, it's been a whole ton of White Sox baseball, because I do the Sox on Tap podcast and baseball plays every fucking day. But we are here to talk about the NBA playoffs, Bulls rumors and news that have come out. Our last episode, we had our Torres fan club, a.k.a. Ross, on the show, as well as Matt Berkland, on Tap's own Matt Berkland. But, you know, I want to start hot and heavy right now, going into some huge news that broke that could, like, really impact. I don't know if it'll impact viewership or not, but it's going to impact the play on the court. And that's like Chris Paul getting diagnosed with COVID and Kawhi Leonard having an ACL injury. Like, that is absolutely insane to me that both those things happened at once. Today was kind of a fucking dumpster fire for the NBA.
And Stan Van Gundy got fired?
Yeah. Yep. Stan Van Gundy got fired.
I don't know what Shams like ate for breakfast, but he was just like somebody pissed in his Cheerios. He just ruined everybody's day. My watch was going off at work, and I'm like, what? Kawhi Leonard is out with an ACL? I'm like, what? This is no bueno. And then LeBron got a little sassy.
Oh, well, yeah, and that's a big thing that I want to talk about, too, is that he said the quick turnaround is what did this to players. I understand that there was a quick turnaround, but the games were still well placed out from when the season started. I do want to put that out. You didn't see teams doing back-to-back-to-backs. We go back to 2011, 2012 season with the back-to-back-to-back constantly starting. I know the turnaround was a lot longer because the NBA went into a lockout that year, but it was still back-to-back-to-back games. It started Christmas Day, and it ended at the same time it always ends. Listen, the turnaround might have been quick, but you were in a fucking bubble. You had months off in between due to COVID. Like, I don't know, man. I'm not ready to say that was the reason these players are getting hurt.
It's a player like Kawhi who has been on load management for like the last 5 years.
You see, that was my point. That was my point earlier in a conversation that I was having, but then it was blamed on the turnaround. And it's just like, listen, this is fucking nonsense to me. It's fucking nonsense. They were off for months during the year in 2020 due to COVID, okay? Then they go to the bubble. There were some teams that didn't even fucking play in the bubble. The team that we cover every day, like that team didn't make the bubble.
Outside looking in, like just a smidgen there too, like 11 teams.
Right. Like,
from
so
each side went, and we were like left out.
Right.
That was bullshit.
So like they were in a bubble without travel at Disney, the most fucking magical place in the world. So,
I remember some of the pictures of those meals. They were a little rough. They were a little rough, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they were.
Not your Big Mac from McDonald's. It's not. It wasn't that quality, bro.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy to me the comments that LeBron made. I understand LeBron's getting older. I get that turnaround is not ideal for the players, but you also had months off in between the season. And then you did have a quick turnaround, I guess, but it wasn't as strenuous as a normal NBA season is to me. And that's just my opinion. I don't play the fucking games. I don't do what they do. So maybe it was really, really fucking hard. I'm not 100% sure, but whatever.
No, I mean, I think he has some valid points. I just hate how LeBron tends to make it about himself. Like, if he was still in the playoffs, in the running for a championship right now, he wouldn't be saying a damn thing. Part of that's because LeBron doesn't go on social media at all when he's in the playoffs. But, like, it was weird. It wasn't traditional. But you're telling me, LeBron James, you multi-million-dollar investments into your body every offseason for your whole entire life, you weren't more prepared for the championship run that you had with multiple weeks off before entering a bubble? Like, that didn't benefit you? A lot of these players that we're seeing injured rested throughout the season, and maybe that's the issue. Maybe their bodies aren't used to ramping up to this playoff mode because they never even got into regular season mode.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't feel like I know that Embiid got hurt for a minute there. I know Simmons had a little bit of a tweak.
He's been hurt since he entered the league.
That's very true. So I don't really get it all, man. We're gonna do this real quick. I forgot to do it. I'm gonna crack them. But it is what it is at this point. I just don't understand the comments. I don't understand.
Klay Thompson's tore his ACL and his Achilles back to back. So I get it. And when you look at the totality of it, it's historically bad. Like, it's never been this bad. We've never had this many All-Stars miss games in the playoffs. But Harden sat out most of the season. Kyrie missed a lot of games during the season. We're talking about
Kevin Durant missed a lot of games during the season.
You just go down the line and they load manage themselves. And now you're trying to ramp it up and play 40 minutes because, fuck, if I lose this game, the season's over. And I put together a super team. And I think that's more so what's happening is they're not conditioned to play because they haven't been playing. Like, when you work out every day and you're in a routine and you got that shit down, you're not fazed by your workout. Now, you take a month off and then you go back to working out again, it's like you suck. You don't know what you're doing anymore. Your body has to get back in that routine. So obviously these are pro athletes. They can turn it on and turn it off more than we can, but their bodies at this point are probably a lot more prone to injury when you're trying to just ramp up from nothing instead of playing 32 to 35 minutes for 82 games a year and then going into the playoffs and ramping it up an extra 5 or 6 minutes.
Right.
So I think it's more so that than just the COVID seasons. Like you said, there was less travel. Obviously, there's more stress being away from your family, being cooped up in this hotel that isn't your multi-million-dollar condo in every town that you go to. But, there's valid points there and there's reasoning behind it. But the suspects that we have here are either injured all the time or sat out most of the season to begin with. So it's kind of tough to conclude that.
It's kind of like a double-edged sword. Like you said, you didn't play, you load manage yourself, you ramped it up, you hurt yourself. I mean, that could be used as an argument too. I tend to usually side with the players on a lot of these things because I feel like the NBA tries to, be a cash cow. But Adam Silver is probably the best, commissioner in all of American sports.
That's not saying that much, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's true. Goodell sucks. Manfred sucks. I get it. What's the guy, Gary Bettman or something for hockey? And
I don't pay close enough attention.
Neither do I.
If you're a great guy, I apologize for throwing you under that bus.
No, I know he sucks. No, I know he sucks. People hate him.
He sucks too?
Yeah,
okay.
So he sucks too.
Sorry,
but I mean,
he belonged under the bus, apparently.
They have to understand that the NBA is a business too and missed out on a lot of revenue. And billionaires don't care that you think that they're a billionaire and they have enough money. They want more fucking money. So that's why they're billionaires and we're hundredaires. That's why.
It's so Buzz likes beer. They like money.
Yeah, exactly. I would probably be a millionaire if I did not buy beer. That is possible. But so we'll get into some Bulls stuff here. Kobe White, He gets hurt in a non-Bulls playoff basketball situation, and he gets shoulder surgery, I believe it was. And now he's going to be out until damn near the start of the regular season. That hurts trade value immediately, number one. And number two, I know we didn't think he was going to be traded when we talked on the season recap show. I know we said that as a possibility, but we both agree. I think we agreed. I didn't think it was going to happen. He was going to work out with Zach this offseason, get into a flow.
In a flow.
And now
in a flow.
I'm going to fucking flow. But now he's hurt, and that's not going to happen. Do the Bulls need to really ramp it up and make sure they get a fucking point guard now? I mean, because we already knew it was going to happen, but like now it's an extra like, okay, yeah, we really got to do something here.
I mean, playoffs aren't over yet, so we can't do something yet.
Well, no, I meant when the fucking
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But we're going to find out like in a week, we could be like, oh, well, we're getting Suggs. We're going to see what the lottery takes us first. But obviously, yeah, Kobe's injury, I believe he's got the same exact injury as Siakam. Something in the rotator cuff area. I forget exactly what it was. But no, it's definitely his shoulder. And successful surgery is still 4 to 6 months out on a regular NBA schedule. We're going to have the draft, the offseason. Everything starts flying real quick. And who knows if Kobe's ready for offseason. He might miss the first 10, 15, 20 games. So the point guard priority goes way up. And
when will it end?
I mean, I don't know if it's ever going to end, dude. We might have like the Derrick Rose curse.
I mean, it's just all the fucking time. It's somebody starts the season hurt.
Do you think that Jerry like sold his soul for the Jordan dynasty?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, yeah.
Are we just fucked now?
I think so. I honest to God, it's always just fucking something, and it's just always so irritating.
We get the youngest MVP in league history, and he has career-ending injuries that just kill all of us and all of our hopes and dreams of another dynasty. And now we're here again.
I mean, he's a possibility too to return to the Chicago Bulls. A lot of people talking about that. A backup point guard. I mean, it's not something that I would hate to see. I don't know how much money they'd spend on it because Derrick Rose with the Knicks was a bad son of a bitch yet again. And in the playoffs, he led the Knicks in scoring.
Derrick Rose is still good at basketball?
Yeah, Derrick Rose is still good at basketball. So, I mean, that's big. It's wild.
I mean, I'd be all for it. He'd probably be cheaper than Lonzo, though that man definitely deserves a better contract than he got last time. So Derrick's looking for a payday. Derrick has earned a payday. I think Arturas and Mark have the cojones to bring him home. If, that hole is there. That's a guy I could see that not only Kobe would respect enough to play behind, not that he didn't respect Tomas Satoransky enough to play behind him, but Derrick's a guy that somebody like Kobe looks up to enough to where, hey, I'd come off the bench for that guy.
I can't accept him being the starting point guard for this team.
Why? Why not?
I just can't.
We need Lonzo and Derrick?
I need a
starting back jacks here.
I need a starting caliber fucking point guard. A starting caliber point guard that I have.
Derrick's not a starting caliber point guard to you. Did you not see what he did in the playoffs?
I loved what he did in the playoffs. He's getting
old. Just diminishes Zach.
He's getting older, and I don't think he's going to play well with Zach LaVine.
Okay. That's fair. I'm not really going to argue that.
I'd like a better defender than and Derrick can get up every once in a while for defending, but he doesn't a lot, and we saw that back in even the MVP days. But
so is it a bad thing that we're just so Lonzo or bust? Like,
expectations are in trouble.
Are we ball boys? Is that what's going on here? Like,
I mean, where I'm at currently, I want Lonzo badly, or I want a top 4 pick.
There's tweets out there, bro. We get Lonzo Ball, and I'm happy. I'm dead. Twitter done. I used to shit on Lonzo so hard, and now he's the only person that I see that like fits with Zach LaVine. Now
you need to go into your past tweets and delete them, like a lot of other people we know.
Nah, people do that.
Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, come on, there's a lot of people that do that.
No, it's okay.
It's okay. Yeah, no, but I do. I've always been a Lonzo guy. You've known this. I think that he plays the best with Zach LaVine out of everybody that's going to be available, other than like a CP3 or something, which I know he's not coming to Chicago.
Can Michael sell his soul for De'Aaron Fox? Can we make that happen?
I'd like to see De'Aaron Fox. I think he'd be a great addition, but I don't see that happening either. The Kings are the Kings, and they're stupid. They're not going to do something. I mean, they're stupid, but they're not like that stupid.
Maybe.
They need to sell off for assets, but we don't have enough assets to get
like
De'Aaron
you just
Fox.
said, Kobe White's injured. He'd be the first thing that you'd include on top of whatever picks you're allowed to send after this draft for De'Aaron Fox, because you could wait until after the draft, and then technically I think you can trade next year's pick already. I don't know.
You're not landing him. We don't have enough assets to trade for him, and that's why
we're not sending Zach. I mean,
right, and we can't do that.
That defeats the purpose.
You don't add to subtract right away.
You don't get the perfect point guard to put with Zach LaVine by trading Zach LaVine to get him.
Right. I think that it's going to be Lonzo if they get a chance. I'd be surprised to see like maybe a Dennis Schroeder or something like that, which I'm not super high on, but he's not a bad player either. I don't know, man. My expectations are weird because of what happened this year. And like I said in the beginning of the podcast we did almost a month ago, I still don't know what they're going to do. But I have this weird ass feeling I'm going to be 100% let down that something is going to happen at this draft lottery, man. I'm telling you, I think the balls are going to bounce the Bulls' way.
They're going to bounce in our favor 2
right.
years in a row.
The balls all.
We're going to have 2 All-Stars and 2 top 4 picks in the matter of like a year.
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen.
That's what I think is going to happen. I think we're going to get in the fucking top 4. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm an entitled Bulls fan and I feel the same way. I do. Like I'm jonesing for it. I've been trying not to pay too much attention. It's actually kind of snuck up on me, like a week away. What? We're less than a week away from our fate being decided, and I can't even be mad that we traded these picks. I love that the gray area is taken out. Like if you're in the lottery, you get top 4. Awesome. Anything else, as we've seen, isn't a game changer. Doesn't fucking matter at this point. You've got 2 B-list All-Stars, whatever fucking list All-Star they're on, they're still fucking All-Stars. So you have 2 of those guys at this point. If you're not in the top 4, the fucking pick doesn't matter. Yeah, it would be great to grab Tony Snell right now. Guess what? Tony Snell didn't become the Tony Snell that we wanted until we traded Tony Snell, and he was traded like 3 more times, and then Tony Snell became the guy that like, hey, he would be a good glue guy on a playoff team. Well, we didn't have 6 fucking years to wait for Tony Snell. We don't have 6 years to wait for the next guy. So what do you do? Like, is Lonzo Ball good enough to take us from there to there? Because that's really all we got the money for.
Well, you're looking, unless there's a big fucking time move, and Damian Lillard talk has always been out there, and our boy
Zach is that good either?
No,
I think they're similar.
I think that Damian Lillard is a superstar.
Oh yeah, I think he is too. But
I think Dame's 31. I'm pretty sure he's 31. I'll fucking Google it right now because we have every answer to every fucking question we've ever needed in our lives at the palm of our hands. He's 30. He's 30.
Oh, that's better.
He'll be 31 on July 15th, so next month.
And don't take my hesitation as I wouldn't take Dame. I'm just saying, like, are you trading Zach for Dame?
No,
that's your only bridge to Dame. Like, if you can't get De'Aaron Fox to pair with Zach LaVine, how are you getting Damian Lillard?
Oh, there's a will. There's a way. And you should watch our Taurus fan club's video. You should check him out. He had a good video on that on YouTube. So check him out on that. I actually enjoyed it. So I don't know. I don't really think it's super realistic. It could happen.
No, but I don't think Damian Lillard to Chicago without including Zach LaVine is realistic.
But I didn't think we were going to go get Vooch either. I don't know what these guys got up there.
Damian Lillard.
I know that.
Vooch is a guy that I would have made fun of and said that shouldn't have been an all-star like Sabonis because they're just kind of boring, just good at everything, but not really great. But still great because they're that good at absolutely everything. And they're the guys that you just underestimate. They're baby Jokic's.
Fucking baby. Oh, my God. He is a free agent in 2023, and that's when a lot of the people that we're looking at come off the books. So I would definitely be all right with something like that.
So you mean we're going to trade baby Jokic that's actually older than Jokic in at the end of his contract to get the real deal?
Yeah, the real deal Holyfield, man.
Holy shit.
It could happen. That could happen. Like I said, there's so many fucking different ways that they could go here, dude. I still don't know where they're gonna go. Basically, the premise of all of this is to talk about is nothing has really changed out of the Bulls camp. They're fucking tight-lipped. If they were to land in the top 4, I have no idea who the fuck they're gonna pick, because I'm still not 100% sure of the draft order. Like, I mean, per team, I mean, not by, obviously we find out the draft order.
I mean, if we get a top 4 pick, it's going to put a big dent in our cap. Like, top 4 picks make 7 to fucking 10 to 12 million if you get the top pick. So it's kind of interesting there right now.
I mean, you're looking at like a Cade Cunningham, Evan Mobley, Jalen Green, Jonathan Kuminga, Jalen Suggs.
You mean Kuminga. Like, fourth isn't even a bad thing. I'll take Kuminga and Pat Williams.
Yeah, plug Kuminga in at the fucking small forward, let him ride.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Pat and Kuminga 3-4. Was Zach at the 2? I don't give a fuck who you got at the 1 and the 5. I mean, if you got Kobe White and Vooch, I'm down, dude.
You trade away Thad and Sato, and then you could still go get Lonzo with that.
Hey, no, yeah, I mean that's the dream. That's the dream. Lonzo, Zach, Kuminga, Pat, Vooch, Kobe off the bench. Like, yeah, man, that would be some shit.
Like I said, so many different scenarios that run through my head when we talk about it. I still have no idea where to go. I'm still stuck on the Lonzo Ball train. I've seen we had Rob Wegley, and you know how fucking
Lonzo was wearing red and black in that video, and that was a signal. I saw it. You saw it. Everybody saw it. We all know what's going on. We don't have to play dumb.
You sound like I did when Manny Machado released black and white rolling gloves. I thought he was coming to the Sox years ago.
Yeah, well, there's a difference. There's only so many black and red teams, and the Hawks spent all their fucking money last year, so fuck them. He can't go there. He's coming here.
I just, the Bulls are in for maybe a possible Jalen Brunson. Did you see the Horton Tucker report? I mean, there's a bunch of different.
Free agent?
Yeah,
I didn't know that TH2 was going to be a free agent.
Yeah, a lot of people are looking at that. So I mean, it's just, man, I don't know. I don't know what I'm not. I don't want to say I'm Lonzo or bust, because I feel like I sound like a jag-off when I do say that. But that's the player I still want right now.
Your balls will definitely be busted if you don't get Lonzo.
Yeah, they will be for sure. Yeah, but Horton Tucker is a free agent, so I mean, and I know a lot of people are high on him. So, is what it is, man. I mean, you got anything for this draft lottery on Tuesday? What are we gonna do? We're gonna invite everybody like we did last year to a Zoom.
Did we do it for the lottery last year?
Yeah, well, it was me, you. Yeah. Oh, we made a video of it. We made a video. This time we're just doing it live like we did the draft. Okay. But we all did the lottery last year. The video is still on the BullsOnTap account.
Okay.
But it's
there's no draft parties this year. Like we can't go somewhere and meet up and actually have a good time.
We could meet for the draft itself. That's a plan that I have. But for the draft lottery, I ain't going anywhere. No. It's Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday.
Yeah.
Were you off?
It's good. Yeah. It's going down on a Tuesday.
Where are you going?
Doesn't Drake say it's going up on a Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, where are you going?
I don't know. I was asking you.
Oh,
I got a draft party shirt on, but I don't know where the party's at.
Let's fucking Google it. We have the answers to everything.
Why do I keep asking questions out loud? I should just start typing.
Bulls draft lottery party. Where's it at?
Does it exist?
No. It's
Probably
fucking COVID. Not. It's COVID, dude.
No, I mean, but
no.
Still not a.
No, still nothing.
Draft will hold hope for.
NBA. Okay, Chicago Bulls draft party.
It's where we met.
I know, but we already talked.
We need to have our anniversary, man.
Jesus Christ. There's no Bulls draft party either. Okay, fuck it. Party at the Buzz Cave. Let's do it.
All right, Buzz Cave. I mean, we could party in my mansion.
Yeah, the mansion behind you. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be absolutely fantastic. I can't wait. But I don't know, man. I look at Thad and Sato. I still look at those guys. I don't think it's realistic. If they're going to make a big move, they're not going to be back.
I mean, there's cutting Thad's money doesn't even save you that much.
Or is it $5 or $6 million? Isn't it?
I mean, I guess that's a good amount of money. I think
that's a pretty good amount of money. I mean, that's not fucking chump change.
No, I mean, I'm just talking in the grand scheme of the cap. Like, does 5 or 6 mil, unless you have somebody that's worth a max size contract, really worth cutting Thad?
Maybe the Bulls get in the fucking top 4. Maybe they trade that shit for a superstar and then attach those contracts to it. Bring in a superstar.
We trading for injured Kawhi Leonard? Like,
no
sneaky move. Like, what are we doing? Like,
yeah, we'll trade
Paul George from the Clippers because Kawhi's injured.
I would not want Paul George.
You don't want you don't want Pandemic P, bro?
No, I don't want Pandemic P at all. Like, not even fucking close. Because I just don't like. I've never been a big Paul George guy.
Well, I mean, he was kind of like Jimmy Butler's rival, so I think it was kind of just like natural to not like the guy. And then he broke his leg, and I felt bad. Like,
that was nasty. Yeah, that was nasty. But yeah, I mean, I guess, and then we'll get last thoughts here before we take off. But the playoffs, man. What have you thought of the playoffs so far? Are you surprised by anything or no?
I mean, the Suns have surprised me. Like, I knew they were good. The record said they were good. They have a veteran who's really dying to get to the promised land in CP3, who's now going to be out for 2 weeks. So the playoffs have just been weird. Like, I mean, today made it really weird, but they've been weird in general. Nuggets without Murray. There is a lot of fucking injuries, and that's why it's hard to discredit what LeBron was getting at, though I felt he was kind of making it about himself. Like usual, there's some substance to it. I feel that these playoffs are also kind of like last year. We have fans. It's back in arenas. Seeding actually mattered this year, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like the real deal to me. There's been great games. Don't get me wrong. There's been a lot of exciting games, but the teams we expected to be there are not going to be at full strength, and it's just, I don't know. It's going to be a letdown.
I'm really hoping and praying Donovan Mitchell gets out of this round as much as I hate the Utah Jazz. Reason I hate the Utah Jazz is because of the Bulls beating them back in the day. I shouldn't hold any hate towards them, but haha, we beat the fuck out of you in the finals, so I don't like you. It's just whatever. You're a big-time opponent.
Karl Malone has ruined the Utah Jazz for everybody.
Yeah, plus Karl Malone's a fucking asshole. I guess Atlanta has been a huge surprise for me. I know that they had a real great run at the end of, towards the end of the year for the, in the regular season, but they are giving Philly a run for their money, even though they're down right now by 10. They're giving Philly a run for their money, and series tied is 2-2. The only fucking short series that's over right now is the Suns and the Nuggets, and Jamal Murray was gone. And I don't know if that would have
$30 million and he's gone. That's kind of big.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I don't know how much of a difference it would have made. I think it would have made a lot of a difference. But a guy that I loved watching play was Michael Porter Jr. because I just fucking dream of what could be, having him. But I digress.
Maybe Jokic walks over here and he grabs Michael Porter's hand and he says, "Come on, buddy.
Let's go play. Let's go play for Chicago where it's fucking great.
Let's go play for AK. They got better jerseys. It's cool there in the summer. I already got my Bulls hat. And
then we got like I said, I want the Clippers to lose to the Jazz.
Can we talk about the Knicks?
Oh yeah, we can talk about the Knicks for sure. What do you want to talk about the Knicks for?
I don't know. I just thought that the Knicks up just to come down so quick. Like I never thought I'd be a Hawks fan, but the way that they took care of that after talking so much shit after one playoff victory to just get spanked and sent home, and now you look at their offseason, not going to have the greatest draft pick. I think they get 2. I think they have Dallas's pick this year as well. So you're going to get 2 late-round firsts. We've seen how well that works for Boston when you just rely on 20-year-old kids to fill out the back end of your playoff rotation. And you have a whole roster to fill because all the players on your team are now free agents because you spent big a couple years ago. The Bulls get to spend a little bit, and they already have a core established that might not be going anywhere short or long term. So who do you think is going to be better next year? I mean,
Bulls. The Bulls will be better next year.
I mean, I put that on a T for you and for everybody else out there, but like, you look at the East and we should be excited. If we get a top 4 pick, I'm going to explode. Like my brain is just going to, because then the sky's the limit. Then we're talking like contention level. And I don't even know who we'd thank because if it happens that quick, you have to thank the old people a little bit. But the new guys obviously made the decision to take this gray area out of here and put us in position with 2 all-stars heading into the offseason with money, a shot in the lottery, a good coach who was spotted at the Bucks game with Patrick Williams. So, like, the future's looking good.
Why was he there?
Why wouldn't he be there?
I'm just wondering. What were they? Were they scouting? Were they just taking in a game together?
Yeah. I mean, probably both. I mean, I don't think as a coach and a player, you're going to sit there and not scout and break shit down.
I just thought that was really interesting. It made me gain a different respect for Patrick Williams.
Oh, no. I mean, you can like doubt his demeanor, I guess.
Because I don't know if I've ever seen that. Like ever. Like a coach and a player just sitting in the stands in a playoff game together, just that weren't a part of that team, just hanging out watching the game. I've never seen that, so I'm just
maybe we've just never been graced with the cameras everywhere to like have them spotted out and like singled out and called out.
No, that's true. Yeah.
I think it was somebody in the stands. I don't even think it was like live TV. I think it was somebody sitting in the stands that put a picture on the internet, like, "Hey, there's fucking Billy Donovan and Patrick Williams."
Right.
And no, that's great to see. You know, your rookie who has all the potential in the world with his natural gifts and his basketball talent, being invested because his demeanor sometimes leads you to question, like, how bad does he want it? We only saw Pat, turn into that beast a couple times, but seeing this, just in general, the interest is encouraging.
Yeah, absolutely agree with that. And then again, back to your point before, the Knicks are fucked. It was crazy. I kind of figured Julius Randle was going to fall apart. I didn't think that shit was.
You got that all NBA bid though. Oh yeah, we flipping and dipping over here.
I hit the wrong button, my man. Yeah, he did get the all. He deserved it. He deserved
it. Regular season award.
Just it's Tibbs, man. I think that Tibbs is a good coach. I do, but Tibbs is all or nothing. Load management does not exist to a guy like Tom Thibodeau.
Well, and people killed our buddy C-Red Fred, but Fred hit the nail on the head. Tibbs is a great coach, but he plays with the playoff mentality in the regular season. When you get to the playoffs, he just doesn't have that extra gear because he's already pushing it to the rev limiters. He has no further to go. And at that point of the season, at times his players are gassed too. So I think our buddy Fred hit the nail on the head, and it played out that way.
Yeah, it's funny he didn't get credit either because when he was right, people just attacked him for being right, which is just kind of funny. And Fred, who you choose to surround yourself with, sometimes just cracks me up. But hey, you do you, boo boo, you do you. I don't know. I love Tom Thibodeau as head coach though. I mean, I loved him. I loved him in Chicago. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't want Tom Thibodeau to go. I hated that. I hated when the Bulls were getting ready to fire him. Absolutely hated it. And he's always been competitive. I know Minnesota, he had a rough time until Jimmy came over there. But I think that he's a good head coach. He knows the game.
His downfall in Minnesota was being a GM and a coach. It wasn't being a coach.
Right. I just feel that, he knows the game of basketball. It just, like you said, he's got one gear, and that gear is fucking pedal to the metal no matter what until you can't go no more. And unfortunately for him and people that like him as a head coach, they've just seen the go no more in the postseason and just monumental collapses. So, again, he won a playoff game for the Knicks, and then he got clapped.
Hey, he's done something that hasn't been done for a long time. So, and he did end up getting Coach of the Year, right?
Yeah, he did.
So Randall's an All-NBA player. Thibs is Coach of the Year.
Regular season, baby.
Yeah. I mean, so I think it's going to be a different story next season. I am really excited for this offseason. I think all Bulls fans should be. I can't believe the draft lottery snuck up. I'm glad that I kind of just zoned out, and we took a small break. Obviously, you didn't get a break because Sox are in full force, like you said, every damn day. But no, I mean it snuck up on me. So I'm excited for the 22nd, and let's see if these ping pong balls fall the right way, because then we're really talking about the foundation of something great, and that's fucking exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. I get some awesome DMs from people that are excited to join. If you people that listen to this podcast want to join, and thank you for listening to the podcast. We truly appreciate it. If you want to join us on Tuesday, June 22nd, we are going to start at 7 p.m. Central Time. The draft lottery starts at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. So we're just going to be here. We're going to We're going to be on Zoom. If you want the link, just hit me up on Twitter at BullsOnTap. And when that day comes, I will send it to you. And we're just going to broadcast the Zoom live on Twitter. And that's just all we're going to do. It's just going to be not really a podcast recording, just a hangout session with a bunch of Bulls fans, seeing what happens. It might end abruptly if the Bulls get fucked. And it might be just absolutely amazing if the Bulls hit. And we're all on cloud nine. So that's what's going to be happening. If you're into baseball or if you're into football, check out at Bears on Tap, at Cubbies on Tap, or at Sox on Tap. Those are the ones that are going right now consistently. Hockey fans at Four Feathers Pod, make sure you check that out as well. Goose, I guess we'll see everybody on Tuesday, right?
Going up on a Tuesday.
Going up on a fucking Tuesday. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Everybody be sure to go to ontapsportsnet.com for all your Chicago sports literature and podcasting needs. Following us on Twitter at BullsOnTap, at OnTapSportsNet. Anywhere you can listen to podcasts, listen to us. 5-star rating and review, because that's cool and tough. We'll see everybody that wants to join us Tuesday live here on Twitter. Let's go Bulls.